trash fucking nigger lover. You let fucking niggers fucking kiss you on the cheek. I'm fucking disgusted out of my fucking mind. Fucking hang your motherfucking self from a goddamn fucking rope and fucking hang your motherfucking ass. And you go and put the motherfucker as a friend on your fucking Facebook.
I want to apologize to everyone that it's not okay, it's never okay, never acceptable to use that word, period. It was wrong of me to use that word. I no longer use that word. 10 years ago, in a fucking fit of rage and fucking amount of steroids I was taking and who knows what else the fuck I was taking that night, that was very possible. So there's no way in the world I'm going to deny that shit. That very possible. And yes, I can say that I did say that shit. And am I proud of it? Absolutely not. Definitely not racist. Never have been racist. And I think most everyone out there definitely knows that. In the heat of the moment, losing my fucking mind, and you find out some girl that you're fucking is fucking someone else, and you find out, you're gonna lose your fucking mind. You're gonna say a bunch of fucked up shit. At least that's what I did. I'm not saying you're gonna do that. I made the mistake of doing that. I fucking did that.
Rich Piana, god damn. Alright. Let's talk about this. What's up, all my devil dogs? It's your boy Sean Ollie, Strength Corps 5-star general. Before we go ahead and start, I know a lot of you guys who are watching are not subscribers, so go ahead, subscribe to the channel, get you a No Cuts, No Glory shirt in the link down below. Enough of the self-promo. Let's get into the topic of this video. So we're gonna talk about two things here. We're gonna talk about what Rich Piana said, that original audio clip that I played for you guys that's just rampant on the internet right now. And two, we're gonna talk about the apology that Rich Piana gave, and we're gonna address that. Then I'm gonna send you guys on your merry way. You can go ahead and subscribe and carry on with your day. Ooh, that rhymed. Bars. Okay, so let's go ahead and address the first thing and basically what Rich Piana said. Now this is coming from somebody who's obviously of African American descent. Honestly, how I initially felt and how I still kind of feel is, Rich, like, fuck you, dude. Like, how can you even say something like that, you know? Now I know I've watched the other videos that people have put out on this. I've watched other videos, you know, where the comment section is just rampant. I'm sure mine will be as well. But one of the things I saw was, of course, the old adage of, well, you guys say it, so when somebody else says it, like, why is it such a big deal? And let me explain to you why. Because, yeah, if you go and watch my videos, yeah, I do say the word nigga. I say it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. But I'm of the mindset that there's just certain things that, you know, that we can say. I want to put this in a way so it doesn't sound like, oh, we can say it, you just can't because you're not black. Because in all honesty, the way I usually view things is, to me, it depends on how you're using it, to be honest. Because I've definitely met people who are white, and they'll be like, yo, this is my nigga blah, 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 this is my nigga whatever, whatever. And they're saying it so comfortably, it's like, you know what? That person had to have grown up around, like, an African-American culture or around a lot of African-American friends, because he's just too comfortable saying that. Like, nobody is going to come into a room with black people and just be like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had people damn me like, yo, what's up, my nigga? And they're clearly white, and it's like, they're just too comfortable saying that. There's no way in hell that they don't say that on a regular basis. But when you have somebody like Rich, who apparently what he said was he was just in a rage and he just started dropping the N-word with the hard ER. We're not talking about a regular like, yo, you was fucking this nigga, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, even that is still, that still would be questionable. But nah, he dropped that hard ER. He said, you're a nigger lover. Like, that's kind of serious. Like, that's some back to some slave plantation type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how angry you get, which is, we'll address that in a minute when we get to his apology video. But there's certain things, when you get angry, that's the real you. You know what I'm saying? That's that real you. Like, to be able to even have those words come out of your mouth says a lot about how you really feel. Because for me, if I got really mad at somebody and they were white, I wouldn't be like, oh, you fucking cracker, you know, you fucking, you know what I'm saying, you honky. Like, those things just aren't inside of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't be, I see everyone as a person, so I'd be like, yo, you're a fucked up individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say you're messed up because you're a white person, or I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, if a Spanish girl like mess with me, oh, I call him a chonga, or you know, or if somebody Mexican messes with me, call him a spick. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if somebody who's Arab, I'm not gonna call them apparently, if you guys didn't know, like, to call somebody an Arab is actually like offensive, or to call them even worse, a terrorist. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna get mad at somebody of like an Arabic descent and be like, oh my god, you were with this freaking terrorist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that in my mind, that means that that's what you really think. If that's what you're saying in a rage where you're out of control, out of your mind, or whatever, you're in an altered mental status, right? If you're saying stuff like that, that's already embedded inside of you. Because if it's not gonna come out. What's gonna come out is how you really feel. Whenever you're intoxicated or under drugs or under some kind of influence, which he says he was, which, I mean, we will never know. It's not like we can go back 10 years and drug test him, you know? For all we know, hell, he could have just been saying that shit out of a rage and he wasn't on a damn thing, other than the steroids we know he obviously takes. But still, that doesn't give you any right to say the things that you said, you know? Now, jumping on to another topic, the apology video. And for me, I knew there would be one. That's why my video is a day later than everybody else's, because I wanted to see what Rich had to say. I could have easily just made the video, which I was going to before, but I wanted to see what Rich had to say, so when I made my video, I could see exactly what his apology sounded like. Was it sincere? What did he exactly say? Was the reason for him saying this? What is his explanation? Basically, what his explanation was, from what I played in the clips at the beginning of this video, was that basically his ex-wife or whatever was cheating on him with a black dude, and you know, he went off, you know, and that basically is what triggered all those audio clips, you know, that you heard. And like I said, look, I can understand being upset, like, if you're married to somebody, that's your everything, you know, you put a ring on it and then you find out they're cheating, you know, like that. Yeah, that can send anybody into a really blind rage. However, that does not, and I repeat, that does not give you the right to just start spewing, you know, just these terrible things, like these racist comments. I mean, come on, like, we're better than that. You know what I'm saying? I think Rich can be better than that. I think everybody has the potential to be better than that. And honestly, for me, like, with the apology, do I think it was sincere? I don't know. To me, like, hearing it, he said all the right things, but at the end of the day, we all know that you have to, it's PR, man. You have to come up with an apology. You have to be a supreme racist. Like, you have to be a proud, like, KKK affiliate, or just a completely extreme, like, just confident racist to be like, yeah, I said that, I meant it, and what? But Rich Piana has a business, you know, he has a image to uphold or whatever, so of course he's gonna come out with a, you know, a response video or an apology, which he did. But to me, it just, basically what he was saying is that was 10 years ago, he didn't even remember it, and that, you know, despite the situation, and how he felt or what drugs he was on, he still shouldn't have said those ugly words, which I agree with everything that he's saying. But again, just to be able to say that, to be able to, you know, have that come out of you, that means that's in your heart. Like, what's to stop him from doing that shit again? What's to stop him from something else getting him pissed off, and, you know, he just goes off in a blind rage? Like, is that acceptable? Is it acceptable that when you go off in a blind rage, you just say whatever you want and then just say sorry for it later, and we just forget about the stuff you said, especially when it's racist stuff like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be different if, like, he was, like, saying bad things about the dude, like, oh, fuck this guy, like, I hope this guy, like, goes to hell, like, things like that. I mean, that's still pretty bad. But I mean, when you start degrading I guess his ex-wife, which, I mean, hey, look, you're a woman and you're married and you cheat on a dude, like, you deserve to be called a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of things you deserve. Same thing for guys. If you cheat on a chick, yo, you deserve to be called a lot of things. But I don't think that one of those things should have anything to do with your race. You should never attack somebody for their race. That is something that you cannot change. You understand? It's not like you're attacking somebody, like, not that this is right either. You know, if you're attacking somebody, like I've seen on their weight, for instance, right? That is something that most people can change. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's coming at you and saying stuff about you and you come at them at their weight, that's something they can control. So it's really, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that that's right either. I'm not, you know, saying, I'm not trying to glorify fat shaming or anything like that. But, you know, that's something you can change. Or if you come at somebody and say, you know what, you're broke, you don't even have a job. That's something you can change. You can get out there and find you a job, you know. But if you attack somebody and say, like, you know, like in his instance, by him calling her a nigger lover, right? He's basically saying that, oh, you actually like these black people, like, so he's degrading her by calling her a white trash nigger lover, right? It's hard to even have those words come out of my mouth, man. But he's degrading her by saying that, by putting down black people. So he's saying because she likes black people, because she kissed black people, because she whatever with black people, not only that degrades her as a white person because of the lower status and the lower just thought of mind he has towards black people. You see where that's like a double-edged sword? Like, he's shaming a white person for affiliating themselves with a black person. He's saying because you're white and you affiliate or you talk to or whatever with black people, it's some Donald Sterling type of shit, man. All right, this is basically the fitness version of Donald Sterling. If you guys don't remember who that is, that was the old LA Clippers owner who had, like, you know, the girl who he had a phone conversation with, and he was like, yo, I don't care if you, well, he said he didn't care if she fucked him, he didn't care if she talked to him, whatever, but he did not want him or her to post that shit on Instagram. Like, and it's basically the same stuff that he's saying, Rich Piana. He's saying, yo, like, he said about her posting stuff on Facebook or whatever, but he's shaming her for associating with black people. So he's not only degrading her, which, I mean, she cheated, so yeah, she deserves to be degraded to an extent, but not because she associated with black people. Like, I feel like that degradation should happen whether the person who she cheated with or whatever was black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. But to say, because you like black people, this is basically what he said in layman's terms. You're white trash. You're lesser than our Aryan race because you associated yourself with a black person. If you can honestly sit here and tell me that that is not some of the most fucked up shit you've ever heard, we are on very different wavelengths, my friend. Very different wavelengths. But at the end of the day, man, how I really feel about this, the thing that really sucks is that I actually had a respect for Rich, because he is one of those people that he's not sitting here and saying that, you know, he's natural like some people. And, you know, he does, you know, his message of the 5%ers of, you know, there's only about 5% of people willing to do whatever it takes to reach their goals. Like, that's all cool and dandy, but to sit here and say that I can support this dude and think this dude is cool after what he said, I don't know about all that, man. I honestly, to me, it's just, like, when I hear something like that, like, I'll even tell you guys this, man. I'll even tell you guys this. This is why I don't tell you guys where I work, because when stuff like this comes up, I can say it because I don't, you know, whatever. But we had somebody at work get upset, right? He got upset. It's crazy that this shit is happening. Racism is so prevalent, man. People who think it's over, or they're just blind. But this guy, right, at my job, pretty much, I'm not going to say his name. We'll just call him, actually, I'm not even giving him a name, because I'm saying name and people are going to think that's the real name. I had this dude at work, and he basically got upset or whatever one day, and he was talking to two African-American women at my job, which is, he literally told us to the two nicest African-American women we have there, right? And he basically was like, oh, he's like, I can't stand these fucking niggers. Those words came out of his mouth in front of those two, right? And they didn't get rid of this dude. Like, that upset me. The fact that they didn't, it seems like they didn't do anything except change where he sits at. Like, oh, that's such an improvement, right? So, like, for me, it's like, this shit is almost like, it's crazy because it seems like that can happen and just like it's whatever, you know. Look at Rich Piana's apology video. The like to dislike ratio is like, when I checked last, it was like 4,000 likes and like 1,000 dislikes. So 4,000 people are basically saying, oh, it's cool, Rich, it's cool, you know, like. So, you know, you can just say whatever you want and it's just, there's no repercussions. Now, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to lose a huge, if not damn near all his black audience, because let's be real, man. Me and a lot of other people, when we hear stuff like that, it's just, it's a turnoff, man. It's a huge turnoff. And it's like, you know what, man, even if you apologize, like even the dude at work, you know, he apologized. I don't even talk to the dude anymore. He'll come by, he'll talk to, I literally would just block him out. You don't exist to me anymore. Since I'm such a bad person for being black, right? And you basically associating with me, right, is a bad thing. Like, that's gonna degrade you. And this person's Hispanic, by the way, which is even worse. Like, but just the fact that you're basically degrading my race of black people, right? Then guess what? You don't exist to me anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna get angry. I'm not gonna waste my energy on you. To me, you don't exist. To me, you're just whatever. Like, yeah, you're Rich Piana. That's cool. You have this big business, and that's all good and dandy. Like, that's the shit Kali Muscle be saying. Yo, I'm still rich. That's cool. Be rich. Have your money. You don't exist to me. Like, that's fine. You don't exist to me because I can't tolerate that, man. For you to be able to say some stuff like that, like, you're not the type of person I will ever support. I will never buy anything 5%. I will never, like, say anything positive about Rich. I don't care if he does something positive that's good for him. I'm not going to acknowledge it. Like, oh, Rich did this that was positive. I don't care. It's done. Like, it's done. I'm not supporting this dude. Like, I can't. That's just me. I mean, maybe you guys feel like, oh, he said he was sorry. It was 10 years ago. People can change. That's cool. That's great. I hope he has changed. But for me, once that comes out of your mouth, that tells me really inside, like, I've seen too much, man. I mean, you've got this whole, you know, this situation with Mac Truck. You got the slap boxing with Jason Genova. You got, now he's this. It's too much. For me, Rich, you know, if you really have had a change of heart, man, that's good for you. But definitely be careful going forward what you say, because a lot of people like me will just be like, fine, you're basically dead to us. To a lot of black people, you're dead to us, man. You know, and it's a damn shame because you have a good message that you're trying to, you know, portray. But when you say something like that, it's a huge turnoff to a lot of us. Just so you know, if you're watching this video, like, sincerely, like, if you've had a change of heart, that's cool, but not everybody's gonna forgive you for stuff when you say stuff like that. There's just some things that can't be unsaid, man. Like, straight up. And that's how I feel. I mean, if y'all disagree, that's cool. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. For me, and for a lot of people I know, once I hear that N-word like that being used to degrade somebody and basically degrade my race, you're dead to me. I'm sorry. So that's just what it is. Alright, so I really want to hear you guys' opinions, so I really appreciate if you guys go ahead and comment below what you think of the whole situation. I don't care if you agree with me, I don't care if you disagree with me. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and I'm willing to listen to everybody's opinion. If you come at me and you trying to attack me, and I'm sure this is going to happen, you know, if you want to say, oh, nigger this, nigger that, blah, 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 I'm going to ignore you. Like, I want to have a good, steady debate. I think that's always healthy, you know, because everybody has an opinion, and it's easy for me to sit here and talk to you guys on camera and give you guys my opinion, but it's not like it's interactive where I can just have you guys give your opinions too. So, you know, definitely leave them in a comment down below, and we can go back and forth, man. I really look forward to doing that. Other than that, hopefully you guys will enjoy this week's start of my daily uploads. It's going to be really cool. A lot of good information coming for you guys. Saturday Science come in, workout tips, diet tips. I'm gonna put out some recipes I should have put out like 2 years ago. Sorry about that. And just, you know, I'm ready to get back on this grind with YouTube. And, you know, really just give you guys some really good quality content. Don't forget the orders. Subscribe and share. Like and comment. Follow my social media. Till next time, all my devil dogs, dismissed.
I'm a general, a nigga, I'm a general. I'm a general, a nigga, I'm a general.